Welcome to Brain University. I'm very excited to have you guys here. I'm going to take you through every PDF and guide that I have to help you start your personal brand online. In this upcoming video module, I will be showing you the best way to start a personal brand all the way up to filming, editing, putting captions, and then posting your video online and everything in between. Let's dive right in. So, starting with the best way to start your personal brand as a beginner. So, step one, pick your niche. So this is basically going to be the topic that your audience is going to look to you for. So it's much easier to go viral when you're known for something and people could associate you with that thing. Step one is research your niche. So think about what you're passionate about, things that you have good knowledge in, and that it's easier for you to talk to. Typically, that's a very good thing to become your niche. And what I recommend is that on a piece of paper, and I specify paper because I think digitally it's harder to come up with ideas, but on paper it's much easier to write it down and your mind remembers it. So on a piece of paper, write down the things that you like, the things that you're passionate about, the things that are easy for you to talk to, and things that you are knowledgeable in. So once you have that sort of like formation, then you take this and you sort of hone in on what that actually is, because it could be a broad spectrum, but then you got to focus in on one certain area. Now, at the start, it doesn't have to be very centralized focus, but it just has to be a general area. So once you have your niche, you're gonna search up that niche topic on a social media platform. Typically, I recommend Instagram. And you're gonna search up that niche and you're gonna see the first 10 videos that pop up. Those are like the most viral videos, the ones that did the best. And you're gonna watch those videos and you're gonna write down the first sentence that they said at the start of their video. So that's gonna be the hook. Those are winning hooks. So think about what words and phrases do they repeat. So an example is, in my niche of the education about personal brandings, would be, give me 30 seconds and I will, and then there's that video. So these are video ideas. So you add your own unique twist on what already works on your niche, especially at the start. So you're gonna follow this process for your first few weeks of posting, and this will also help you gain momentum. So now you may be asking, what video should I post? What time should I post? What hashtag should I use? Now, my best piece of advice is just post it. Just post your first 7 videos because they are going to be bad, but it doesn't matter. If you look at my first videos, they're horrible. I didn't know what I was doing, but it's a process. And starting those videos, it's better to post bad videos at the start than overthink and not post anything. Something is always better than nothing. So these are examples of my first videos. Bad views. This is like my first few videos, my first 5 videos. So this is exactly how you're going to film your first videos. So film it with a phone camera, cut it up on CapCut, and just post it on Instagram Reels, post it on TikTok, post it on YouTube Shorts. Now this is going to be uncomfortable, but I promise you that this is the filter that kills 90% of your competition. So moving on to step 2, so editing. Once you've learned how to be consistent with posting, here are 3 editing hacks for CapCut and TikTok. So in CapCut, one of my best recommendations, and I'm not gatekeeping this, is transcript-based editing. So this will cut out dead space and remove filler words. This is exactly how you're gonna do it. You're gonna open CapCut, and on the bottom, there's gonna be the bar, and there's gonna be a little icon that says transcript. So then you're gonna click identify filler words. Then you're going to be able to go through the script, and this is going to be exactly what you said in your video, and you're going to delete those dead spaces and filler words. So you're going to delete that, and that is going to take away a lot of that bulk editing just in one shot. That's going to save you a lot of time. So the next thing is that this is a little more advanced. So sometimes transcript-based editing cuts off some words or goes a little too long, and there's a cutoff or an extension. So there's either a cutoff or just it goes on too long. And then you could go into everywhere that it makes a cut, and then you sort of trim out any filler words that it maybe didn't catch or it goes on a little too far. And then my next tip is increasing audio volume. So you want to click on the clips and you want to click on the slider volume and then drag it. So increase that volume, I'd say, to like 500, something like that. So typically when you post on TikTok, it lowers the volume for some reason, so you gotta compensate in the CapCut by raising the volume. And it's better to have a louder video than a quieter video. And number 3, this is how you're gonna make your captions, and this is free. So you're gonna open the TikTok app, you're gonna import your video. Before you click post, on the right side of the screen, there's gonna be a drop-down menu. You're gonna click drop down, then you're gonna see an icon that says captions. So it's gonna generate your captions, and then it's gonna offer you multiple styles. So the one I use personally is this yellow one, Life in Motion, and that's how you're gonna make your captions in TikTok. And then from there, I recommend that you move them up to at least 33% of the videos, so your captions should be right underneath your chin. And also another pro tip is when you're making videos, try not to wear shirts with words, because the captions and the words behind it, it'll sort of mess with it. So try using simple shirts when you make your videos. And now I am going to show you guys everything I use as a creator. This will help you get started. So this is the content creator shop. So I made this document because people don't know what they need to get started. And in this, it will tell you exactly what you need. Now, you don't need all of them. You don't need any of them. It's just these will help improve the quality of your videos. So these are the best cheap wireless mics, a tripod. We've got other types of tripods. Like there's one that's a very popular one that actually goes on your phone case. So it reduces as much friction as possible when you're creating a video. It just goes on your phone case. That's the Moft phone tripod, a ring light. It helps make it higher quality, a little more cinematic. The phone ring light too, if you're in low light, that helps. So I'm gonna link this document in the bottom of the video, just click that. And all of these links are clickable. So you just click on it and it's gonna bring you to Amazon. And that's it for day 1. In day 2, I am going to show you guys how to find your ideal audience.